Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the lightweight bout between Arman Tsarukyan versus Mateusz Gamrot. So Tsarukyan versus Gamrot. High season one right here, very competitive. I'm leaning Arman Tsarukyan. Very close fight, back and forth. Both these guys push a high pace and can maintain that pace. So but I just feel like, to sum it up, I just feel like Tsarukyan is a more well-rounded fighter. I feel like his striking is more fleshed out. He's more comfortable in the feet, and we have seen him strike more and be able to win fights, really heavily relying on his striking. Like he's the more damaging fighter. I feel like Gamrot, he has more ways to win. Well, at least on the ground, he has submission threats. I feel like Tsarukyan, I feel like he does have submission threat, but I feel like it's more so striking, wrestling, ground and pound. I feel like Tsarukyan, I feel like Gamrot has the submission skill, but I feel like submission ain't really gonna come too much of that. I feel like he will attempt them, but I feel like Tsarukyan should be fine in any position, any submissions that Gamrot's bringing. But I feel like it's pacing. I feel like it's like heavily gonna be Gamrot really going for a lot of takedowns. Tsarukyan gonna go, fire some takedowns back at him. Another thing, I feel like Gamrot hasn't really fought too many people that have actually been trying to wrestle him back. I feel like Tsarukyan has fought more people going back and forth with him in wrestling. And, especially higher level people like Makhachev, that was like his debut on short notice. And, he held himself up pretty good. So I feel that's something, a feather in his cap that's going to help him. So he's kind of been there, done that. Where I feel like you might say, yeah, Gamrot has had it a little bit, but not to that degree. And that's going to help him in this match. So now he's been there, done that. He'll be more comfortable. He'll be better respond to a fight where, it's a lot of heavy wrestling on both sides, not just a one-sided wrestling affair. So back and forth wrestling affair. And I feel like it'll be a very tight match. Both guys both guys getting takedown. Both guys scrambling well. Both guys fighting for position. In a very high-paced fight. That's when both guys tired and exhausted. I see it going into a decision. But ultimately, I feel like Gamrot has the better. Not Gamrot. I feel like Tsarukyan has the better striking and is more comfortable there. I do feel like he can be a little bit too reliant on kicks. I feel like he can be a little bit too predictable circling, which I feel like could be an issue. But I don't feel like Gamrot's going to be the fully capitalized. But yeah, I had to drop back out of this video, come back, so I don't know where I'm at. But all I know is came down to the conclusion. I think it's a competitive fight, back and forth, goes to decision. But I think the ultimate X factor, I feel like Tsarukyan has been there, done that. Whether it's a loss to Makhachev, which is a very good experience, or Ramos fight maybe to a degree, and yeah, maybe Diago's fight to a little bit of degree. But who else he fought? But yeah, he's been in those fights where he had to grapple more, fights where he had to strike him more. But I feel like Gamrot has been able to get all these fights. He did get a knockout over one guy, I forget the name right now, but Holtzman, he did get a knock over him. But yes, I feel like striking. I feel like Tsarukyan is the more fleshed out striker. Competitive fight, back and forth, a lot of scrambles, a lot of takedown. I definitely feel like Gamrot's gonna be the one initiating them or going for takedowns. When that guy's wrestling pace is just phenomenal, insane. It's going for takedowns, shoot, reshoot. I feel like Gamrot will be at it. I mean, also Tsarukyan has pretty solid footwork, so along with the kicks and the footwork and the scramble ability and also his own takedowns, I feel like he should be able to address it pretty well. Competitive back and forth wrestling match, but I feel like the striking is gonna be the deciding factor. And I feel like also with the striking, that would better set up the takedowns. And I feel like Tsarukyan, like I said, will have an advantage. I don't feel like it's gonna be no huge advantage because Gamrot's no slouch in striking either. I just feel like Gamrot's no slouch, but Tsarukyan I feel is more fleshed out, more confident, more composed in the area. The love with fall in love with kicks as much as he does can be an issue, can be a drawback on Tsarukyan's side, but I feel like he should be able to hold through and get through because it's not like he going in there with such a world-class striker that they could exploit that, or it's not like he has weak wrestling that against somebody a wrestler could exploit because he could scramble, he could give those kicks up, and even if Gamrot could potentially try to get takedowns off those kicks, he'd be able to scramble well and probably even reverse position. But like I said, it's a scrambly tight fight, but the striking is going to help Tsarukyan to get points, do damage, and potentially set up his own takedowns. And whereas even though Gamrot will be game and shooting a lot of takedowns and going for a lot of stuff, I feel like a lot of it will be thwarted, a lot of it will be reversed. And again, I just feel like it's going to be a fight where it's almost a wrestling on neutralize. A lot of scrambling, it's going to be a big factor in the fight, but striking will set up to allow, once these takedowns are initiated, for a better control to be established, more damage to be done. So that when you're doing damage, you're setting fight up, you're getting your confidence and you're mixing in your striking with your wrestling, you're getting better takedown opportunities. And also with that better takedown opportunity, you done the damage, which going to the other fighter has to deal with. And once you get the takedowns, you're able to control the position better, maintain the position better, as opposed to like you're not really getting off with your strikes, and then you get these takedowns, your opponent's seeing them, and even like even you're getting them, they're responding to them better. And then once they start responding better, they start to get a feel for it. They're better at defending it, better at responding to it. But yeah, close competitive decision. Lena Siakrin via being the more fleshed out striker. Two very good wrestlers, but Siakrin being the more fleshed out striker. Split decision prop might be very good here, but I'm gonna say decision. Arman Tsarukyan. So in this fight, I got Arman Tsarukyan via decision.